Hey guys, my name is Evelyn, and today I wanted to share my journey with you. My husband and I have been trying to conceive for probably a little bit over a year, about a year and a half, I would say. Unfortunately, we noticed that no matter how long we tried, it just wasn't working out for us. So we figured something's got to be wrong. We need to get checked. I did decide to go to the gynecologist, get my annual pap smear, and then they told me that it would be better for him to get checked first because when you're checking for conception reasons, the men is just basically a semen analysis to where the woman has to get a million tests done. So sure enough, they referred us to a reproductive clinic, and he got a semen analysis done where it showed that his sperm count was very, very low. I want to say the normal amount is somewhere between like 39 million, around there. His was 8 million, so it was pretty low. They wanted to repeat the semen analysis because they wanted, to make sure it wasn't just something that affected it or, something that was just off. So they did repeat it, and it actually came back lower at 2 million. So at that point, we knew that, there was obviously a sperm issue. So it saved us from, well, me anyways, from having to go through all these tests. Once that happened, we decided pretty much to start talking IVF. They did want us to do an IUI. I was never very fond of it because I think from an emotional and financial standpoint, it's very difficult to go through multiple IUIs where, at the end, like in the end, you can be told, hey, you're not pregnant, and hey, you're not pregnant a third time. It was just too much. So I actually talked to the doctor, the IVF doctor, and I told him I would prefer to go the safe route and just go with IVF, even though it is a lot more expensive. I think IUI with medication runs you about $2,500 a cycle, and I think our doctor said at most we had like a 25% chance. That's like best case scenario of conceiving through IUI. And if it just wasn't a good cycle, then we had a 2% chance. So in my mind, I was, I can't spend $2,500 a cycle for a 2% chance. It's just not realistic. So, especially with his sperm being so depressed. So I'm sure IUI works if it's a different, if maybe the woman's the one that has the problem, or, maybe the sperm count is not as depressed as his was. So for us, I don't think it was the best thing. So I kind of like shut that down right away. So basically, we did that. The doctor just, as soon as I told him that, he just said, okay, here's a sheet with basically all the tests we need you to get done so we can get this ball rolling. It just so happened that I was going to start my cycle like 3 or 4 days after that appointment, that consultation appointment. So it felt perfectly. Almost a little too quick, because basically day 1 of your cycle, you have to call in and you say, hey, it's cycle day 1. And so our IVF coordinator, she basically told me cycle day 3, you're going to go get blood work done. And these tests are very cycle day specific. So she said cycle day 3, you're going to go get blood work done, and then she would schedule all the other appointments, which was a hysteroscopy, hysterosalpingogram, and I probably butchered that, some genetic screening, and ultrasound, and there was just a bunch of tests. And she said I'll schedule all those appointments for you. I'll get the cost of each of them and how much you have to pay, how much your insurance is covering, and I'll call you back. So sure enough, she did. She scheduled all my appointments. She called me back with all the appointment dates and the cost for the exams. So I didn't have to worry about scheduling those appointments, and that was kind of a relief because that was just a lot. So in 2 days, I have my first 3 appointments. So I will be doing the same day a hysteroscopy, hysterosalpingogram, and the genetic screening. And then Thursday, so that'll be Tuesday. Thursday I have an ultrasound, and I think that's to check the follicles. So it's already been emotional. I didn't think at 24 and my husband is 26 that we'd be going through this. He's 27, not 26. But we are nonetheless, and we just have to get through it. So I will update you guys on Tuesday once I get those tests done. I did get some blood work back, and I think I have an issue with my thyroid. I don't know. We do have September the 16th, we have our actual IVF, like our plan of treatment. So that's, I believe, when they sit down and they discuss all the tests we had done, the results, and they give us an IVF plan. So I guess they'll tell us, the dates for transfer and egg retrieval and, when you start the medications and all of that. And I'm sure somewhere in between we'll meet with a financial counselor. So once I get all that done, I'll get back with you guys and I'll update you on how everything's going and what they did tell me at that appointment, how the test went. So I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching.